Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week. These are all mods that came out last week, and they are all for all platforms. So again, everything we're going to go over today is going to be available no matter what you play on, whether you play on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, or Mac. So anything you play on, these will be available for you, and these are rated based on your guys' ratings of these mods as they come out in the mod hub. So that's how they get into this video, is you guys decide that they're pretty good when you guys give them high ratings, and a lot of you rate them. So that's how I choose the mods, but let's go ahead and dive into it. For number one this week, we have the KUHN, and I know it's not how you say it, GMD 100 pack. This is by Agrar Design Austria. It's 29.55 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 59 people having rated it. This is a pack of 3 mowers. Each mower has the option for the new or the old design. This is the new design with that kind of more light grayish kind of colored cover on the mower, the disc cutters there. And this one is actually the largest in this pack. So the 3 in this pack, we have the GMD 240, 280, and 310. This one, the 310, has a working width of, well, 3.1 meters, and as you can imagine, the 280 has 2.8 meter working width, and the 240 has a 2.4 meter working width. They require between 31 and 41 horsepower, depending on the size, and they cost between $82.65 for the smallest one and $12.265 for this guy. But there you go, pretty straightforward, just kind of a really small, nice little mower for whatever kind of farm you got going on. Moving on to number 2, we have the Lizard Tolva 12TT. This is by JD Modding R. It is 6.65 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 68 people having rated it. This is a $10,000 trailer to buy. It has a nice output there on the very bottom, which is pretty sweet. You can chain these guys together if you'd like to, so you can make a whole big chain of them. They're kind of a more old school trailer, so they will probably fit in perfect for whatever kind of farm you got going on, especially if you're trying to run a little bit more old school equipment, and they're not going to require a ton of horsepower to pull around because they only hold 16,500 liters. And yeah, pretty straightforward. They do have 2 tire configurations, and you can adjust the color as you'd like to. And they're only going to cost you $10,000 a piece to buy. So, you know, dish out $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, get a few of these guys rocking and rolling, and that'll be plenty to haul stuff around your farm. But there you guys go. This is the Lizard Tolva TT. Moving on to number 3, we have the Fiber or the Fiber Dash Chemical Mixing. This is by BC Bueller. It is 50.54 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 151 people having rated it. Now, at first glance and at first loading in, this seems like quite the complicated mod. It really isn't once you kind of get the hang of it. It's not super complicated or overly complicated. There's quite a few things in it, and I'd recommend watching a tutorial video on it. I personally am not going to do a tutorial on it, but there are 2 people out there who have. First up is BC Bueller, the creator of this mod, and I'll put a card up on your screen right now for that, so make sure you guys go check that out. And if you wanted to see one from maybe another famous YouTuber that you guys like to watch, Mr. Silly P, I'll put a card up for his video as well, or maybe watch both of them and give you guys kind of a good feel for it. So check out either of those creators to go check them out and see how they were able to show off how this thing is used. But we're going to hop in the store so I can just kind of show you at least what's in the pack and kind of the concept behind. All right, so here we are. First off, we have a few different pre-made setups here. Then we have a step deck trailer, another step deck trailer there. We can put this on a 5th wheel. There we go. Words are hard. Flatbed there. We got a couple more trailers here. And then you have a couple different mixers, cages, things like that, water pump there. But the kind of concept is you take this, I know it's expensive, but this herbicide tote here, this is unmixed herbicide, and my understanding is this will make about 40,000 liters of herbicide. And you take this and you load all of these tanks, or the tanks that you have on your trailer, with water. And again, there's a ton of tanks in here, so any of these tanks will work. And you can load them directly into your sprayer from the trailer while actively mixing it. So instead of hauling around a bunch of herbicide, you get one of these bad boys, or you can do one of these guys here that have a little bit less in them. So you can do that, or if you wanted to do solid fertilizer or a soluble fertilizer to make liquid fertilizer, you can do that too, and then load it up into, well, your sprayer directly from the trailer. So the trailer is designed to mix it using some of these fancy sort of devices here. So it's a really cool setup, and I think it's really cool how it works, and maybe something that a lot of you guys would probably want if you have a bigger farm. But regardless, make sure you guys go check out those tutorial videos. It'll really help you with using this thing. But that's what I got for you on this. This is the Fiber Dash Chemical Mixing by BC Bueller. And for number 4, speaking of sprayers, we have the Lizard P027/5. This is by Slycliffe, Voxel, Austrian, LSF. I think those are all separate names. Could be wrong. 4.86 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 61 people having rated it. This is a perfect little small sprayer for small tractors on small farms. Perfect for that. Only $700 to buy. It does only have a capacity of 400 liters, but that's plenty for a small farm. working with is 8 meters, and it runs at 10 kilometers per hour when you're working with it. So pretty straightforward. There are not really any customizations, a few minor color customizations, but other than that, you get what you get. So there you guys go. For number 5, we have the Lizard 4-pack. This is by Catsign18. It's 86.26 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 235 people having rated it. This is a pack of 4 tractors, as you can imagine from the name. Kind of more old school tractors. You have basically 2 versions of tractors in here. One version has a 4-wheel drive and a 2-wheel drive option. You're looking at the 2-wheel drive here. And then the other one has the same kind of option there. Ton of customization for these guys. Starting price around $58,000. Have a range between 76 and 96 horsepower and will go between 28 and 38 kilometers per hour. You can configure the tires, transmission, decals, front weight, wheel weight, back fenders, front fenders, mud guards, cabin, front lights, grille, back attacher, exhaust, steering wheel, hood, front loader, console, and there's different animations on them as well. And you can configure the color of the engine, hood, fenders, cabin, grille, rims, front weight, wheel weight, and roof. So a lot of customization for these guys to kind of make them perfect for whatever you got going on in your farm. And for number 6, we have the Lizard Banshee 350 for when you're not farming on your farm. You just want to go around and have some fun, or maybe survey your fields and do whatever you want to do. This is by Schluchheis Modding. It's 12.74 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 261 people having rated it. You can configure this thing pretty heavily. You have tire configurations, various colors, envelopes, protector on the handlebars, various exhausts, and the front lights. And of course, I put the Murica skin on it, or whatever, however you want to put that little paint job on there, decal. So there's other ones as well, which is pretty cool. This thing has 60 horsepower, runs at 100 kilometers per hour, so it'll get you where you need to go pretty quick, and only costs $2,650. So pretty straightforward. But yeah, nice little 4-wheeler or quad, depending on how you call it, for your farm. Number 7, we have the John Deere AOS. This is by UI Modding, 6.92 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 129 people having rated it. UI Modding is well known for making tractors like this, or old school kind of equipment and tractors. So this one, again, has a lot of good detail on it and is really well done. Now, there is no customization. You get what you get for this thing. It's $7,500 to buy. Only has 18 horsepower, but that's perfect for kind of smaller farms. Maybe you just want this as a little yard tractor to drive around for fun. Perfect for that. It does have a trailed lifter on it, or recommended mod is the trailed lifter to kind of help you do some more work with it. So you can get that to go with this, and this will kind of help you out. And has a top speed of 15 kilometers per hour, so nothing too crazy there, but a really cool old school John Deere tractor. I know you guys are after a lot of old school stuff, so here's another one. Moving on to number 8, we have the Libra R960. This is by Kenny456. It's 49.16 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 260 people having rated it. In general, this is just another kind of excavator style piece of equipment for the game under the brand Libra, but as you can see here, you can hook up this really extended arm, and you can basically dig stuff on the map next to you. Not really, but pretty much. It's pretty long. So if you needed to do some roleplay mining or something like that and scoop some stuff down that's way down in the ditch, you can do that. There's a lot of different attachments, which we'll go ahead and hop in the store real quick to take a look at those. So in this pack, we have a couple of these guys here. I got the demolition version because it was cool. This one just is standard with a regular arm on it. Still very large, but good to go. This one, you buy it in this configuration here. It's the one I have, and then you hook this big old arm up to it, which is great, and that's what we got. And then you can hook all of these different grapples up to it. You got a couple of these kind of clamshell buckets here. You got a couple of wood harvester heads. You got a wood shearer, which just says you can cut down trees. I haven't tested it. I'm hoping it works. That'd be pretty cool. You got a couple buckets in here. I'm using this one, which holds 4,000 liters. You got a smaller one there. Then you also have a tools adapter here, which this one, I'm assuming is so you can put like front loader tools or something on it. If I'm completely wrong on that, I do apologize. Let's hit combinations. What can hook up to that? Yep, there we go. Front loader tools. Look at that. My nice detective work there. So you can hook up all sorts of different tools to that if you'd like to, which is pretty cool. But yes, that's what I got for you guys on that. That is the Libra R960 by Kenny456. Make sure you guys check it out. For number 9, as we get close to wrapping up, we got something for you Valet fans out there. We got the Valet 1203. It's by AEM Design. 57.21 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 157 people having rated it. This thing has a 2-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive model. I have the 2-wheel drive out here. It has between 110 and 135 horsepower. Has a speed of 32 kilometers per hour. Base price is $25,000. Has a lot of different configurations on it, such as the air pre-filters, fresh air blower, working lights, front fenders, beacon lights, wheel weights, and pressure air kit, which is visual only, and a few others on there as well, which is pretty cool. So it's a really well-designed tractor. If you're a Valet fan or you want maybe some older school equipment, this might be perfect for kind of a small to medium farm. There you guys go. That's the Valet 1203. All right, for number 10, last but certainly not least, we have the American Midwest Truck Shop. This is by Ecus or Icus. It's 9.18 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 91 people having rated it. $120,000 to buy this thing. You have 4 bay doors in the front, which all open up and have corresponding doors on the backside to drive your trucks all the way through, and they will fit some pretty nice big long trucks in there, which is awesome. Daily maintenance is only $10 a day, and you can adjust the red metal part. You can adjust that to have different stuff on it in terms of color, so you can adjust that. And you have a big old fuel tank there on the right hand side, so this is a really cool truck shop, and I'm hoping to be able to add it onto No Man's Land, but very well set up and good to go for you. But yep, just like anything that Ecus or Icus does, it's all very highly detailed and works really well. So there you go. But on that note, that is our top 10 mods of the week. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bells so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. And join me on my live stream tomorrow. Big news coming tomorrow. I'll see you guys there.